game, but again, we want people, or want the players now to find a way of how they can possess the ball. The previous games we've seen that people are so stressed and like they don't want to be scored, but now we need the game to flow. We need to see more opening up, and then let us look at the attacking and how players can penetrate through the opponent's defense and how they are going to play, because without attacking moves, attacking approach kind of game, we're not going to see goals, and maybe we end up in penalties, and penalties cannot be predicted. Yeah,
this is a game that has Maroons qualifying out of their group as top on 9 points, and of course AJAX Queens qualifying out of their group second on 6 points. But we've just seen a game Wakiso qualified as second with the least number of points in any of the groups played at the Women Elite League 4, but they're beaten up on a team that had 9 points coming out of a group. Coach, how does that factor into play for these particular teams?
Very surprising with Wakiso. You see, they were the ones trailing when they were in group qualifiers. Now they have managed to go to the next step. So for these groups, which anything can happen in football, but they should know that football is practical. What the coach tells the players, what the players do is what will happen. So now let every team which is going to be in this game to know that if we want to go to the next level, we need to score. And score is have to do some attacking kind of moves so that we can get more goals. Because I insist, penalties are very unpredictable.
Yeah, as Pidotai sits in ready for the commentary, I remind Ugandans that this game has a couple of top scorers, because in Nyamwenge, Benedetta, AJAX Queens have one that can notch in the goals. But of course, Millicent Nyamwenge are not ones that will not take a chance when it comes their way. We see you at halftime, but coach, your final remarks, a few seconds.
Let us see a very entertaining game. I am sure the team that qualifies for the next stage deserves it.
Very good. Coach has said it, and over now, we go down to the technical center in Nigeria, where it's quarter-final action. It's the final quarter-final. The winner here will play Wakiso Hills, that has beaten up on pre-tournament favorites, Amuria, 1-0, and on goal by Josephine Alitong. See you at the halftime.
All right, welcoming you to today's game. So let's wait and see how far we shall be able to deliver from here. The Maroons up against the AJAX Queens. That's a game coming to you live in a few minutes time. Actually, a minute and a few seconds before we actually get that game proper here. The Maroons is basically the ladies section of the Maroons team. That is basically the Prisons side when it comes down to the game proper. I shall wait to see how far the action will be driving up in this one. A lot to play for, most especially for the Maroons team that actually began the competition perfectly well, and they'll be trying very much to see how far they can continue to deliver and get something from the game today. That's one thing that needs to be looked out for in today's action. The two coaches, Setuba Andrew together with Sida Alex Oluo, will try very much to see if they can collect the maximum points today, as the Maroons will be getting us underway here tonight from the FUFA Technical Center all the way in Njeru. Just waiting for the actual time to clock in before we actually go to the game proper here. Well, that is how we want. All right, just waiting for that time. It's just a few seconds before the referee will blow her whistle. The game will get underway at exactly midday. And exactly midday, we shall be able to begin the game perfectly here. Namirembe Millicent will be the footballer to look out for here for the Maroons. They will try everything in their power to make sure they get us underway. She's the captain too. And she's been told to organize a sleeve by the center referee there. So just have 10 seconds away from the start of the match, just 10 seconds away. I'd like to welcome those who are joining us for the first time, reminding you that Wakiso Hills Senior Secondary School managed to qualify for the semi-finals. They eliminated a team all the way from Amuria, that is Amuria High, by 1-0. It was an own goal from a lady called Ajilong that gifted Wakiso in the semi-final. And they will be continuing to wait to see how they can continue to go and float away. Mirembe trying to dilly-dally there, Mirembe, but again, very good performance from Masinde Lillian. Well, the Maroons beginning this on a very high note, but also Nasali Juanita, together with Kiror Patricia, will be the ones at the center back. They are making sure that the likes of Masinde, Namirembe, and Babiri Anita don't pass away. Masinde away. It's collected here perfectly by Nguzi. It's a very long cross there from Nalubega. Goes away for a throw-in now to the Maroons. I have to admit, it's actually their first time live on TV. That's the live match. Maroons have not been very lucky to get the time to be shown live on TV, because by the time they were playing, we had the Uganda Cup also being played, but there's a run-through from Mirembe. Now Mirembe Millicent scores the first goal for the Maroons. They have drawn first blood very, very quickly. Boy, oh boy, are the Maroons currently in cloud 9 right now. Beauty of a goal scored by Namirembe Millicent. Good start for the Maroons. Very, very good start. This is exactly what they've been looking for, to start the game very well. We'll have to believe that that color of a jersey does blend very well with themselves. And Namirembe Millicent scores the first goal here for the Maroons. And look at this, from the midfield, long ball forward, and a simple dink from the keeper. Maybe Nakayondo Pamela should have remained in her goal. I don't think if she was going to be closer to that, should have actually remained. And ooh, look at that, very lucky. It hit the post and actually went through. There we go. Look at this, look at this. It's the post and come in very easily. Colin and Alex Olowo, the coach of the Maroons, will be very pleased with the start. Ball away perfectly from Babiria onto the wing side. Naluyima. Adong. Adong loses the ball through and easily swept away by Nantungo, but that's going to be a throw in here. Currently, you have to admit that it's going to be a big problem here, especially for the Ajax Queens, who have then made a slight change to their lineup prior to the start of the game. Game continues to man up for the Maroons as they drive up one-on-one. Junju finally gotten away from the mix. More possession here. Najuko dropping down to Masinde. Lillian Masinde does very well to the byline. Should be crossing this first timer. Unfortunately, it swept away very quickly. Straight up to the goalkeeper on the far side, Nakayondo. All Maroons will be driving to qualify for the semi-final. They are the favorites, by the way, to lift this title, the Maroons, if they can. Akujo Esther in there. So an earlier chance, but straight away to Nakayondo. Masinde, pacey footballer here, Masinde. Trying to rove around inside the D. Masinde again, crosses first time. Ooh, Namirembe just couldn't get a leg on that ball perfectly, but good run there from Masinde Lillian. Well, she's actually enjoying her football right now, having a good time in the match. Long ball for the Maroons.
Get the ball. Okay, easy. Get out. Let's press them from there. Talk about Adong, no. Adong, who you? Adong, go. Adong. Yes, I know you. Millicent, Tika.
Throw here, begun quickly by Sharon. So away by Masinde. And they collect the ball perfectly again. Najuko. Put it ball away is Sharon. Looking for Nakaizi. Collected very calmly there by Namakula. Raziki is actually fouled in the process. Weather not very good in Kampala, you have to admit, and also the same here in Jinja. It's been pretty cloudy today, and Bernadette only the one to deliver this ball forward here. Jersey number 9. Bernadette will be the one to deliver. She's also having 4 goals in the competition, Bernadette, and she's trying to see how she can get this past the goalkeeper. It's long from Bernadette, but not very long enough. And then collected on the far side. The Maroons will allow that to roll away for a throw-in. Maroons looking to throw Najuko. Oh, sorry, that was Najunju, not Najuko, but Najunju rather. Header through at the midfield. Driving force away, Naluyima. Anita. Collected calmly at the midfield. Adong fighting for the ball here, and she does very well. Najuko looking for Masinde. Adong. Nice play here by Nagai. Change of the wing perfectly. Looking for Najunju Lydia. Onto the wing side. This is good football from the Maroons. Oh dear me, what a goal! Did you see that? Or if you didn't see that, surely you'll see that again. What a goal here. The Maroons are on riot here. They are totally taking somebody to the cells. Oh, they have played good football here. Very good. Look at this for a goal here. Cross ball through. Look up. Strike. Look at that. Salute, salute, salute. Now that's a beauty. That's a sheer beauty goal here. Good calculation. Good power on that ball. Pressure up here. Perfect football. And bam! Well, if I'm not mistaken with my eye, Barberia Anita was the goal scorer for that one. Ajax Queens nil. I'm very sure you're enjoying this match wherever you are, enjoying the game at home. Early start here for the Maroons. Well, they did put 6 against a team in the group stages. But yet again, well, the cameraman, oh, that's a foul, rather. That's a free kick. Naluyima. Kuruthum actually brought down earlier. Well, they want to kill this very early. Look at how they play the game from one side to the other. They pass the ball perfectly with ease. Good faking. Najunju collected calmly at the midfield. Away there by Nasali Joanita. Now the chase is for Nakaizi, or Nachanzi rather. Ball flicked with a little bit of a chip there. Nagai Joan. Oops. Adong. Natungo. Lydiana Junju. Adong again. Turning perfectly well. Draws that ball away to Justin Najuko. And the captain Namirembe does well. This is Masinde. And there's an offside here. Well, the Maroons are totally playing some good football here. Very, very good football. They are making the Ajax Queens totally look for this. They'll be running and look to see if they can get this. Patricia Kiror. Ball cleared away there by Nagozi. It's away by Namakula Aliziki. Bernadette. Collected calmly at the midfield. They need to keep the ball down. That is the Ajax Queens if they can. But now there's a gamble here. Bernadette on the chest. And she gets a throw in here for the Ajax Queens. 2-0. Bernadette. It's a big clearance there from Najuko. At the center of the park, that's where the ball is. Nice play, very good play from Nagai. And they run through. Babiria Anita, yet again with the ball. Babiria, the goal scorer of the second. Najunju. Collected here. And turning and twisting. Booted away there by Nakayonjo. Adom. Najuko. Tongo loses that ball away to Nachanzi. Nachanzi again lays that ball back to Sharon with a big cross forward for the Ajax Queens. Bernadette. Collected by Namirembe, the captain. Anita on the run through now. Aluyima strolling away here. Intercepted here by the Najuko. Good pressing here from the Maroons. Gutrisha Kiror had to put her face on that. And that goes away for a corner kick now to the Maroons. Nakayondo Pamela has been beaten twice in the first half. Just 11 minutes of the game played. It's a corner to be brought in quickly. Long ball in the D. Gliding head away, but finally swept away, but not very far. Bernadette loses. And that's a miscue that goes away for another corner. Corner brought through. Another chance here, there's a header. Cleared away. Stands for the Ajax Queens, really. When you concede 2 goals very early in a quarter. Anita. Oh, lack of direction there from the Maroon footballers, really. Ball sent away to the far side. That is Najunjo Lydia. And nice more play from the Maroons. Here they come again. Anita. Corner. So corner coming up. So we don't see what comes in from this other corner. Anita looking to bring this ball forward. Long from Anita. Namirembe. Good cross ball by Nagai. Anita again. Tries to measure her pass inside the box line. Gachasia and Namirembe. 2 for Namirembe, but 3 for the Maroons. Now, I don't know where this tally of goals will be rolling up. But trust me, the Maroons are totally enjoying their football here. And they're leading by 3-0. It's only 13 minutes played. And good composure. Look at the long ball. Goodness me. Namirembe just continue with the run. The goalkeeper, Nakayondo Pamela, should have done more. Missing out on that one. And Namirembe says, Apoyo Matek. And just puts that ball in the back of the net there. Anita Babirie has actually assisted a goal and scored a goal. She's having double digits now, Anita. At the midfield, the Queens are trying to attack. And they lose possession to Naluyima. Collected again by Naluyima. And the fight is at the center. Scooped away. Namakula Raziki could not keep in play. This is the lady of the moment, Babirie. And fails to control this time. It's away by Joalia Babirie. Trying to dodge at the line. Really, there has to be a chance for the ball to go out. As it stands, the Maroons are in the semi-final. But look at this for a cross. Beauty. Good control. Super finish. Super finish there from Namirembe Millicent, the captain of the Maroons today. A Chanzi. And that's going to be a corner. Corner coming up here for the Ajax Queens right now, and Bernadette shall be the one to deliver this corner. Corner. Corner brought up and glides away. Well, so far so good for the Maroons. Throw brought in by Nakayonjo. Collected here, but referee says there was a handball there. Nalubega Margaret handling the ball. Which is the number 15, Nalubega there. Such a fine player, but she has been utilized in very many positions, Nalubega, but she's also a fine finisher. Nachanzi, she prefers to play on the left wing, but today she's actually being used as a lone striker, Nachanzi, just number 12. Chases on now. Najuko. Away by Adong. Not very far. Kirol allows the ball to roll away to Nakayondo. Long from Nakayondo. It's collected very calmly here. Well, so far that is how the game pans up. It's cleared away by Agnes. Away by Nasali. Adong fighting for possession. She does well, Adong. Keeps the ball for herself, Adong. And pulls it out to Naluyima. Najuko. Sharon Nakayondo just puts that ball outside for a throw in here. 17 minutes of the game played live. And Najuko Justin shall be the one to throw this ball forward for the Maroons. And that's the confirmation of the score. 2 from... Supposed to be Nami Rembe. Goes through away to the goalkeeper, Nakayondo. Well, trust me, that is actually the name I also did get in the lineup, but I'm very certain she's called Namirembe. Long pass. We had a problem with handwritings from the coaches or the people responsible for the team. Handwritings have not been very good. I think the gentleman on the computer there trying to fit the names, they also got the name like the way I got it, Namwembe Millicent. Free kick. Patricia. Flicked on by Nachanzi. Trying to put that ball back in the danger zone. Nachanzi. Turn and twist. Millicent misses. Collected at the back here by the Maroons. Najuko. Nice play from Najuko. At the midfield level. Nice running there. Away by Adongo. Collision is perfect. Nice play looking for Masinde. Here comes Masinde. Masinde cross as well, but finally headed away by Patricia Kiror. Najuko. Masinde chasing. Just can't keep the ball on play there, Masinde. Ball just goes away for a throw-in, and it will be Nakayonjo Sharo. Away by Nangozi. Bouncing ball here. Nachanzi Caroline trying to fight here. It's collected perfectly by Nalubega Margaret, and the fight yields a throw-in. Well, the Maroons really would put everything to this. That's a foul. Well, even if she's currently enjoying her game, Naluyima will continue to push that ball forward. Pulling away, flicked on, intercepted here, and stolen away, Masinde. Adong goes slightly behind, now intercepted here, Benedette. Stolen away by Adong. Did lose the ball and fought very hard to retrieve that ball, Adong, and Ball goes away for the throw in. Nalubega, Bernadette. Nalubega, Margaret. And there was a handball. I think it was Lillian Masinde that actually was judged to have handled that ball there. Maybe a chance for them to try and deliver something there, and it will be Bernadette to try and see if she can get that ball through. Well, actually, I'm being corrected that the lady is called Namwembe Millicent, not Namirembe. Free kick brought through and stolen away there by Masinde. Intercepted here. And again, that is Naluyima looking for Namwembe. Namwembe trying to fight for that ball. Intercepted perfectly there and driven through. More pressing. Naluyima. Babirie. Ball stolen away at the back here by the Ajax Queens. And again, nice play there from Anita Babirie. The 1-2 is actually not coming away. Chest on by Namwembe. Anita steals. Anita delivers. It's put away by Akiror. And the pressure keeps on piling up from the Maroons. They are putting a lot of pressure. This is Masinde. Beats one. Tries to beat two. Lays it away. It's Adongo. The speed at which the Maroons are playing this game is very, very impressive, I can admit. So impressive. They look the much fitter side. And yet both of them have played the same number of games here. Head away. Could be a chance for the shot. Not good for Adongo. Masinde keeps the ball on play perfectly. Najuka trying to switch the wing. Now here comes Millicent Namwembe. Stolen away by Namirembe Agnes, who does so well there. Well, basically, Namwembe Millicent is the top scorer of the competition with 5 goals. Just remind you that she scored a hat-trick against Echoes, and now she has scored 2 goals today. Jersey number 9, Namwembe. And trust me, she has a lot to play in today's game. I'm very sure that the Maroon footballers, and of course for those Maroon bosses who are watching the game down at home, will be very much impressive with the way things are panning up in this one. Abalo Sara also following this very well. She's actually been in the areas of Maroon's football team from the men's senior team, making sure that things go through very well. Abalo Sara there, but chance away, driven away for 3. By the way, if you look at Namwembe, she's actually born in Tanzania, and she has acquired a Ugandan nationality, so she's basically decided to turn her allegiance to Uganda. And I'm very sure that the scouts over the national team will be watching out on this lady, Namwembe. Throw in. Now that's the man of the moment. That's Luo. Will be very much with happy with how things are rolling up in the game so far. 24 minutes already played here. Throw in. It's away there by Nagayi. Namwembe chasing. Akiror backtracks. Nakayon. Adung loses out on possession. Could be a foul there. Bernadette goes down. Still a very much open-ended game here. 25 minutes of the game already played. 20 minutes remaining to play for here. Patricia. And Ngozi trying to dip the ball kicker. Goes away to Akujo Esther. Free kick. Well, there was the earlier chance and a foul and Ngozi Morin brought down. Well, you have to actually give it to them. That is the Ajax Queens. The coach is a little bit disappointed, not even a little, but very. Setuba Andrew. Well, I don't think what he thought would be happening now is what he had thought before the game. It's a long driven through to nobody in particular. Ajuko Esther will allow that to bounce, bounce and bounce. Pull up, throw in.
Go. Okay, let's play. Stand. No, go on, cross. Nice, stand. Let's play.
Maroons continue piling up the pressure. And goes back behind to Najunju.
Joelia, when we have the ball, you create with them. It is. Adong, sit in your seat.
Well, the most interesting thing about the lineup, in Uganda she's called Namwenge, but in Tanzania they call her Namwembe. That's interesting. Because if you look at the Ajax Queens, they have a Namwenge. That's jersey number 9, one of the top scorers with 4. But right now it is Namwembe from Maroons with 5 goals, Millicent. Jersey number 4 there, Naluima, has been very outstanding. Well, one of the people that actually follows Maroons Football Club playing all the time, Emmanuel Sekago, will be indeed very much impressed with the way the Maroons are playing today. And now that's a break for water. It's water break there, so maybe this kind of minute of the break can actually maybe bring back the Ajax Queens back to the game. But Namwembe Millicent there trying to give the instructions to the players, and they've been very outstanding. Masinde, Namwembe, Babirie, the 3 front players of Maroons have actually been so nice. And that lady, 5 goals to her name. She'll try very much to see if she can increase her tally of goals here. Meanwhile, on the other side, Setuba Andrew has a lot to do, because we have not seen Namwenge Benedette the way she's supposed to come out. Nangozi, who's very good, has also not been seen, and Nalubega just a few chances for them here today. Well, Nakayondo will be very, very disappointed, conceding 3 goals in first half. Najuko and Namwembe. Yeah, she's Namwembe. Bernadette, cleared away by Sharon. Offside. By the way, Shimaroons is missing the services of skipper Sarah Nalwada, who is out and injured. She's basically a proven centre-back, but Nantongo Diana is a perfect replacement for her today. Nantongo, just a number 5, has been very outstanding today. Well, the ladies are doing much better than the men here, and yellow card for Naluyima. If you look at the Shimaroons, you look at the way they are playing in the big league, or they are struggling over there. Recently did lose a game against the Arua Hills, the Maroons team. So you can say that the ladies are trying to pick up from there, and both actually are playing in the second tier of Ugandan football. The Maroons are in the big league, and the Shimaroons are in the Elite League. Elite League is almost the same as the big league. Foul here. Long ball from Anita. And Mwembe on the chest now. Masinde coming from the blind side, but beaten there. Just need to apologize for the break in signal there. Techno team working very hard to make sure we can actually have a free-flowing match there. But apologies for that. Experiencing that for a while. Najuko. Masinde. And unfortunately for Masinde, all just goes away for a goal throw in now. And Sharon Nakayonjo will be the one to deliver this forward. She's been outstanding, Masinde. Very, very outstanding. Matawe gives away a throw in. Anita. Good play from Adong Jacqueline. This is Najuko. Body to body fair game. Nalinkuma Martha fights Naluyima. When Anita gets the ball from such a distance, you have to be very worried. This is Anita. She'll go long. It's gliding through, but the goalkeeper, Nakayondo Pamela, does get it very well. Well, the performance of the Maroons today is basically an example to the other armed forces to invest in female football, I have to admit. Well, the police are trying, but the team is not that, can I say, well off like the way we are seeing the Maroons here. Masinde beats one. Masinde in the box line, but stolen away and put away for a throw in. Well, you see the Maroons dominating female football, enjoying their game like this. You wonder what's up with the others. And Nantongo Diana actually came in as a replacement for the captain. Is now down injured. Well, for the armed forces, not seen anything from the UPDF. I think the UPDF actually have the budget really to try and invest in women football. So if the Maroons can do it, and I think the UPDF can do it.
Yes.
Well, let's actually use it in the other language. If the Maroons did it, then UPDF should also did it. Problem there for Nantongo Diana. Or maybe even the wildlife can also try and invest that. Wildlife actually investing a lot in athletics. That's where they are. Their niches in athletics. I'm not seeing a lot of football from them. So dipping ball straight to the goalkeeper there, Nakayondo. Safety for her. Maroons fighting very hard to qualify for the Uganda Super League, that is for the women. This is the Elite League. Now there's a problem for Nantongo Diana. So the Maroons currently are playing with one man less. No problem for them. They're leading by 3-0. So they're still in the comfort zone. So they'll be very much indeed pleased with the performance of how the game is currently moving on slowly by slowly. Did apologize on that. We shall be having such a problem for a little while. Technicalities that are still there, but we shall be able to sort that very slowly. Hope you're enjoying your football. Benedict fighting, stolen away at the midfield, repossessed here. Naluyima. Speed of the game actually going a little bit low, away by Patricia. Chased by Nachanzi, Caroline, and good tackle. Smart tackle away by Najunju. Masinde.
Let's play. Let's play. Okay, let's play.
Adung. Bernadette. This is Bernadette again. Tries to go long, but the defense standing well. Najuko. Najuko again. Masinde requesting. Masinde will receive. Akirol trying to close the gap here. The student of Gulu University doing very well to put that ball away for a throw in here. Or the FUFA Technical Center in Injeru, where we currently having these games. And the action will be coming to an end next week when the final will be played. Currently we are at the quarter-final stage. This is the final match of the quarters. That's going to be a free kick, really. Well, yesterday, Bunyaru Guru, we did see them qualifying for the next round together with the... Well, Bunyaru Guru did qualify. It's a good performance that they had yesterday. Bunyaru Guru, they managed to win their game comfortably. And also on the other side, we did see Rhines, or Rines rather, also qualifying for the semi-final. So yesterday it was Bunyaru Guru and Rines that qualified for the semi-final. So they are waiting for whoever also comes from here. The first game was a wonderful game there. We did see a game played at 9 AM where Amuria High School was eliminated by Wakiso Hills Secondary School. That game ended 1-0. So Wakiso Hills in the semi-final alongside Bunyaru Guru and Rines. The only person left, whoever wins from this game here will be joining the semis. That will be played next week. Goal kick here to Maroons. Well, even with a lot of injuries in this, Maroons are currently playing very well. Peace Janat, Munduwandi, together with Nalwada Sarah, sidelined. That's why only 3 players are on the bench here for the Maroons. So they only have 3 players on the bench. But if you go down and look at more injuries for Maroons, their playmaker and goalkeeper Brenda Adongo is also missing. Is basically the Dennis Onyango of the She Maroons, but she's actually sick. Rieto should be joining the Maroons at the semi-finals there. A chancey. Injury there for the goalkeeper, Akujo Esther. She took a knock, or a kick rather. It's going to be very, very costly for the Maroons if Akujo also picks up an injury, because you don't have a Dong who's out due to injury. Now the replacement goalkeeper here is also down injured. And, the beauty about Ugandan football is the way it is actually attracting even the neighbors here. And told you about the performance of a young lady for Maroons called Masinde Lilian. She's actually Kenyan born, but she decided to trade allegiance to Uganda. She decided to get the nationalship for Uganda. Masinde Lilian there. So if all goes well, Masinde together with Namwembe could be summoned by the Uganda national team. Well, if you realize the Uganda national team, the senior team, has a friendly game on the 10th of June. And they actually called up a striker all the way from Express who was born in Congo, DR Congo, that is Kambale. The jersey number 7 for Express Football Club summoned to the Cranes team. And I'm very sure he won't let the chance go. And it's the same thing with Masinde Lilian and Namwembe. Namwembe born in Tanzania, but decides to play for Uganda. And of course, Masinde Lilian, Kenyan. Those two failing to get the chances to showcase their skills in their respective countries, but they got a home in Uganda and they're very comfortable here, enjoying their football with the Maroons. And at the Maroons, indeed, they're currently showcasing their skills, and if all goes well, they could be qualifying for the Senior National League with those 2 footballers here. Engineering team working very hard to sort out that technicality. Possibly we shall be having a much better game in the second half. I need to apologize for that. Maroons 3, AJAX Queens 0. Away by Najuko. Najuko fighting and pressing. Ball goes away for a throw-in now here to the AJAX Queens. Masinde. Well, Namwembe Millicent actually picking up a knock there, but does not warranty any penalty. There was a fall on the head of Namwembe. Just seconds away from the whistle. Kirol doing well, puts the ball outside for a throw. Patricia Kirol has actually been in the limelight of Uganda national football. She's one of the ladies that has actually purely benefited from the female game. And Coach Majida here, alongside the one and only John Barnes Sentemo, will be analyzing that. Coach Majida has also played for the national team. She's a CAF instructor. She's a CAF A licensed coach, which means she can actually coach in any African continent, and she's Ugandan there, Coach Majida. 2 balls on the pitch. Throw in. Agnes Namirembe. And looks like a foul throw here. Shortly the referee has a look at her clock, and she will be able to blow the first 45 minutes to an end. And there you go. Referee does blow the whistle to bring the first 45 to an end. It's been disappointing for the Ajax Queens, and they will try very much to come back into this game in the next 45. Whether they come back or not come back will be a different question to ask, and the answers will be coming up later on. And trust me, for the She Maroons, they have given 110%, and they have actually gone on to lead at the first 45 by 3-0. Good play from Namwembe, Millicent, and of course Babire Anita, and good performance on the wing by Masinde Lien. But all in all, it's been a team effort that's actually given the She Maroons this kind of a result. For the Ajax Queens, Setuba Andrew, the coach, has a lot of talking to do in the dugout, and maybe those ladies there can actually come back different from how they've been in the first 45. For now, we go for the break. It's She Maroons 3, Ajax 0.
Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home, or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we love, because it's those things that bring us close together.
It's no secret that ICT makes learning easy.
The strides made in our field couldn't be possible without it.
And now we can watch our favorite shows.
My radio is my best friend.
UCC provides an enabling regulatory environment and policy guidance for healthy competition. We also facilitate ease of doing business in the communications sector through licensing, standardization, spectrum management, tariff regulation, rural communication development, and consumer empowerment. An informed consumer is an empowered consumer. UCC supports local content and innovations. Driving the development of a robust communication sector in Uganda is Uganda Communications Commission.
Anita Babiri's goal, sandwiched between two Millicent Namwembe's strikes, puts the She Maroons in comfortable stead in this quarterfinal, where they are leading Ajax Queens by 3-0. And I'm certain my colleague Akena Fred, the guy who works with communication at Maroons, the establishment, must be happy, because he keeps telling me that if it's not the She Maroons, then it's not football. And of course, If it's not UBC, it's not football you're watching. Welcome back from that great half of football down at the Technical Center of this FUFA Women Elite League quarterfinal. It's been a wonderful sight for me, and I'm joined in studio by that lady Pirot I talked about when she was concluding the commentary, Majida Nantanda. She needs no introduction if you are into your sport in Uganda. But anyways, I know the guys like Nasa of Magic 100 who isn't into so much sport, and Nasa Majida is a former Cranes player, I mean the She Cranes, and of course she is a CAF A, and of course she's a football administrator and been there, done that. Majida, welcome.
Thank you,
The first half of football for you?
Actually, it has been entertaining like I predicted. Once you see, like I said, we need these coaches to tell the players to play kind of attacking football. Maroons coach did his homework, has done it as it is. Attacking football.
But as you talk that,
yes,
that goal, surely. You've talked about goalkeepers and efforts from the distance.
Exactly.
Look at that goal. Just talk Ugandans through that goal.
That goal now, like I said, it's very difficult for women football in Uganda. Uganda goalkeepers, because we lack goalkeeping coaching in their departments, to have to save such goals. But what do we do as coaches? We need to tell players not to give space to the person who has the ball. That's the only thing. And then we encourage coaches to tell players ball handling is different. So that goal, a very good goal, but again, still we are lacking to goalkeeping department, and also tactically telling players what to do. Why should you give a player space to have that space of even playing such a ball to the net?
And coach, of course, Maroons posing of a player who is now the leading top scorer in this FUFA Women Elite League, Millicent Nyamwembe. She came into this game on 3 goals, and now she scored a brace that takes her to 5 goals. They look to be having goals everywhere. And by the way, on their bench, look out for Chomugisha Winnie. She also has 3 goals coming into the quarterfinals, and they simply look awesome. Coach, let's talk the strikers that Maroons is giving us.
Maroons is giving us good strikers, but against the game approach for the coaches of Maroons, credit to them. They've just got only 3 principles of attack in their game, because their game approach was attacking. One is width. You see how Maroons is opening up. When you play width play, there's mobility. Mobility exactly automatically brings to the game movement on and off the ball. We've seen so many movements on and then off the ball. Again, it encourages players to make those penetrative passes, maybe our penetrative dribbles, and also the penetrative just with player Lillian or on the left side, the left midfielder. You see that all those moves encourage players to go forward. And then on top of that, another principle of attack that he used was support. We've seen players, they are building their game from behind, supporting each other. And that's why we've seen the 3 goals in the first half, which is very good for Maroons as Maroons, and also good for the coach, that he managed to teach his players exactly what attacking football is.
Yeah, coming into this quarterfinals, still, Maroons had scored 9 goals and conceded just 2. They are in with a 3-goal lead at halftime. Do you see them stumbling in the second half?
Exactly, no. Actually, the coach shouldn't. What I would like to say, the coach shouldn't give pressure to these players. Let them play the game they have played. Let them continue to open up, to make those penetrate. Penetration is very important, because if you want to score, you need to penetrate the opponent's things through runs, through passes, through dribbles, and again they're using the wingers. We've seen a kind of wing play with Lillian and Nielsen. If they are known, they open up by moving, making those good runs. So Maroons should just concentrate on the kind of game they are playing in the first half. But now the problem is AJAX. What do they have to do?
Okay, I remind Ugandans that it's football, we promised you, and we are delivering indeed. And it's the quarterfinals of the Elite League. The Elite League, if you just joined us, repeatedly said this, is the second tier of Ugandan women football. We are at quarterfinal stage, and already through to the quarterfinals is Bunyaruguru, Rines, Wakiso Hills in a secondary school. And of course, I can say with authority that self a miracle of earth-shattering proportions. Maroons are into that semi-final, where they will go into the final, and the 2 teams that play the final will qualify to represent in the FUFA Super League of the women's version. Now, let's talk the team that's training through the Ajax Queens. So you initiated the conversation, and it's carried on.
Now for Ajax Queens, and first of all, they should, now they're stressed, but what should the coach tell these players? They should first concentrate. They need to come up with some principles, only two, the defensive principles. Immediately when you lose the ball, do that reaction, close up the gaps. And then Shimarins, the kind of play they're playing, opening up, you cannot just close the gaps quickly and then advance to also attack, because of course they have to attack as well as defend. And this is why, I don't know whether the coach taught them or they should learn it. Now this is why we apply the kind of play, which is they should play kind of zone marking, zone play, man-to-man marking. That's the only way they can stop Maroons to play their kind of game.
In that team, we've got a striker who came into this as a dream top scorer, but she's been a sandwich between a solid defense of Shimaroons. The Shimaroons look a better green team, they look fitter, they look hungrier, and look eager to go out and play in the Women Super League. Coach, do you think, because they are a big club in Ghana football?
Exactly, one of the pioneers of women football, actually, they played in the first league.
Yeah, do you think that name is catching up with them and that feel overwhelmed by carrying the tag over Ajax Queens, and especially considering the kind of players they have vis-a-vis what they had when you are still playing football?
Actually, yes, they have the pressure because Shimarins is one of the new clubs. The new clubs, I think, actually, I want to thank the Prisons that they have also initiated this, and we encourage other authorities like other institutions, government institutions, to also embrace women football. Now with Ajax Queens, they have that pressure, but they need to control the pressure now, because it's not going to help. Even if you have pressure, but you have to play. We don't want to see them concede 8 goals, which can happen. So now they should come back, refresh, and reorganize themselves. They are so disorganized, we're not going to see them until they organize themselves. And the only way they're going to organize themselves, I said, kind of positional play. Now, when you look at Shimaroons, you can even see they are organized. So, yes, structured. So, can Ajax Queens also try to be organized in a kind of pattern that will help to block the gaps that Shimaroons is bringing up, so that they can also play a game and not concede many, but also score. Yes.
And I remind you, Ghanaians, and thank you for being able to watch this football on TV, because these girls here, most of them are going to be summoned to the national team, and I want to hear arguments on the street when I'm passing by the streets heading for my taxi park to pick a taxi back home. I want to hear arguments, so and so was not supposed to be part of the team, so and so was meant to be in that position. That will work, and is the reason why it is on Uganda Broadcasting Corporation TV. Rennes qualified after winning on penalties.
Yes.
But what happened is the keeper, Najenda of Rennes, seemed like putting off both her feet off the line, then saving a penalty from Victoria Namakula. Now, tell me whether this referee in this particular game isn't making mistakes that any one of us, especially if I belong to Ajax Queens, will say that cost us.
Actually, in modern football now, nutrients of the game, at least the goalkeeper should one of our feet. Exactly. So whatever happens, they are human beings, there are mistakes that can be done. But again, we look at this game, Ajax should not say goalkeeper, the referee did this, referee did this, and actually also to tell the referees like to be so. They also need that mental fitness, actually, I would say. So that this is costly, it is quarterfinals. We don't want teams to say we lost because of referees, and they make mistakes because they are human beings.
I've remembered Rennes beat up on dynamic Jesus in the second half. And so now we hand you over to Peter Otai, who comes in the second half. As it stands, Shimaroons are through to the semi-finals, and they will play Wakiso in the second half.
Delayed start to the game because of the injury picked up by the goalkeeper Pamela Nakayondo, who's actually being rushed to hospital there. Well, she did pick up a concussion in one of the group stage matches there. Ever since then, she has not been feeling perfect and looks to have caught up with her prior to this. And looks like for Ajax Queens, their problems are not yet over. They have to make a substitution. And by the look of things, if I'm not very much mistaken, Namwenge Bernadette could actually come in as a sub because here the Ajax Queens are trying to bring in another player. That's a front player, so Namwenge may go forward. Nanjobe Jacinta could actually be the one to come through as a replacement of the goalkeeper. This is going to be very bad for the Ajax, trust me. Not very good, but let's hope for the best. As their goalkeeper, Nakayondo Pamela, has been rushed to hospital, so it means that one frontline footballer will be going in the goal because as we speak right now, the Ajax Queens don't have a substitute goalkeeper. You can see the disappointment. Caroline Nachanzi does not understand what's going on here. We're just waiting to confirm on the entry of the footballers. And Nanjobe Jacinta is actually waiting to come into the game here. Jersey number 13, and it looks to me like Namwenge, the top scorer of the Ajax Queens, could be the one going in goal. So I think she's the one who has the goalkeeping skills. But let's wait and confirm there. I'm just a little bit guessing as we are holding on and waiting. There's a lot of discussions and talk still going on there. Koi over there discussing. Now here comes the substitution. Nanjobe will be coming in. It's been a wonderful afternoon of football. There we go. Like I said, so Namwenge Bernadette will actually try to, if she can actually put her goals keeping skills. Looks like everybody feared, so the person with goalkeeping goes to become a goalkeeper. That's the beauty of the game. Namwenge replacing Nakayondo in goal as Jacinta Nanjobe replaces Nakayondo in the game. two different things. So Jacinta in for Nakayondo, driving Namwenge to the goal so far. The Ajax Queens are 3 goals down, and their goalkeeper has been rushed to hospital with a head injury. Adong. That was Junju Lady actually brought down. It's free kick here. Away by Najunju. Deep down and now collected perfectly there. Here they come, rolling through. Now here comes Masinde. This is Masinde. Collected by Najuko. Keeping ball forward. Now stolen away by the substitute goalkeeper Namwenge. I won't be very surprised if I see her also coming out to try very much and push that ball forward. Because being an on-field footballer, she'll try her luck and try and push that ball forward once in a while. Collected by the captain Namwembe. Ziki loses possession and Dongo wins the ball. There you go. Inside now, this is Babiri Anita. Anita looking for room to the byline. She goes. The poor cross this time. It's a confirmation of that substitution.
Hold on, man, hold on.
Play there from Najunju. And lead away, collected Fami at the midfield level. Lydia Najunju. This is Adong. Trying to drop that ball forward. Good play there from Namwembe, looking to Lilian Masinde. Oh, just easily glides away for a throw in here to the She Maroons. Well, when you look at the She Maroons currently, the top scorer is Namwembe Melisette with 5. Chomukisha Winnie, who actually did make it to the lineup today with about 4. Naluima Kuthura with 2, as Babiri Anita also has 2 goals. At least those 2 footballers, Babiri and Naluima, are available. The lineup today, Masinde, Naluima, trying to drop that ball forward and collect it perfectly here by the Queens, and could be given away. It's a big clearance there from Aliziki. Justin Najuko. Away by Adong. Followed by Naluima Kuthrum. Kuthrum there. Masinde. Akiror. Masinde. Turning and twisting here. Masinde with a good pass here. Here comes Naluima. That was very, very close there from Naluima. That's how dangerous the She Maroons can be when those 3 connect. It's Masinde, Namwembe, Babirie. With another injury here, let's wait and see what comes up. But small problems here for the Ajax Queens. It was very painful there for Sharon Nakayonjo. Well, I hope she's able to continue this game, Nakayonjo. Oh, the captain having a talk with the center referee as Nakayonjo is still down on the ground. And it looks like there will be another substitution coming in very shortly here for the Maroons. They'll be able to make that sub, put more misery on the face of the Ajax Queens. Getting very many messages coming in from the guys of Uganda prisons there, but thank you very much for watching UBC.
Let's play. Para. Why? That's it.
Will be Chomukisha now coming in, and she'll be replacing jersey number 4 Naluima Kruthum. So basically for Naluima, she won't have the chance to increase her tally of goals, but Chomukisha, another interesting striker, is actually in for Naluima. So misery in the making here for the Queens of Ajax. Chance up front now. Was a call for the handball. Chomukisha was the one who was actually riding up there. Long ball forward. Collective deep down. Najunju Lydia. Anita Maviri. Inside the box, it's Anita. A little bit slow for that, but that goes away for a corner. But looks like the flag went up for the foul. Kirol Patricia feeling the aftermath of that. Again, very good play from Anita. Very good running. Look at this run from Anita. She beats there. And problems that she pushed the ball so hard forward. But again, good closure from Patricia Kirol. Here they come again. And go Mwembe. The ball forward uncollected here. The ball from Jacinta straight away to Akujo. Akujo will take her time. Collected calmly at the back. Intercepted here. Well, trust me, the Maroons not giving any room. That intercepted here again by Martha. Ray. Can they collect this? Maureen and Ngozi. Actually, it was Jacinta and Jobe. Even if they are struggling, but they're not giving away anything for faith. They're currently working hard. Don't go down. Babiri Joelia, all playing very well. This is Agnes. Collected there. Now stolen away by Chomukisha. Now Masinde. This is Masinde looking to lay that ball through, stolen away by Akirol and pushed away. There's more misery coming because the Maroons are not yet done. Chomukisha away by Agnes, collected here again by Adongo. There's a little bit of an injury concern here for the Ajax Queen footballer. They've been made to run up and down, totally up and down. They've been running looks like Agnes Namirebe could be having a slight problem. It's Agnes, no, it's actually Nalunkuma Martha. Took a knock to the lip. Now the referee has to do a little bit of a drop ball here so that the game does continue. Drop ball. Anita tries to go a little bit long, but straight away to the goalkeeper, Mwenge. So we have another throw in here to the AJAX Queens.
First line, eh?
Yes. Giving any room there, but another throw in. Lidiana Junju, collected by Adongo. Junju, good turn. Junju. That's an offside. Really, Namwembe was offside there. All alone in no man's land. She's such a fine player, really. Fine player. Most of these players giving everything they have to actually get a win here, but look at that for football. Now this could be trouble because this is Chomugisha. Namwembe. Anita. Namwembe. Good play there from Manda, driving that ball away to, unfortunately for Chansi Caroline, she's struggling in this game today. Chomugisha tries to enter into the D. Chomugisha again, doing well. Masinde just loses possession. Najuko dropping ball inside there. This is Anita. Almost lost her footing there, but collected calmly. Junju, Masinde, sorry, Namwembe rather. Away by Jacinta. Manda. Well, Akujo Esther has been very quiet today. She can even take a newspaper and begin reading that because it takes a lot of time before she receives the ball, Akujo. Throw into the Maroons, who are currently taking their time before they can get on with this here. Najuko. Diana. One pass at the midfield level. Najuko. Chomugisha trying to nick it through but not coming out. Collected yet again. Kai loses possession. Nachanzi. Now this could be Martha's ball, but the ball's thrown away yet again. Could be going as far as Najunju Lydia. Lydia. Mwembe. Adongo. Nagai. Najuko. Get football here, Chomugisha. Mugisha yet again, it's Chomugisha. And the skills continue, Najunju. Adongo. Nagai. Lydia Najunju. Doing well there. The midfield level. Looking for Nagai. They're hurriedly trying to pass that ball and not having the precision they had in the first 45 minutes here. They play a very fast game. Cross ball through. Defended well there by Nakayonjo. Martha. Najunju. Anita. Well, trust me, I think you're enjoying your football here. Totally enjoying what the Shi Maroons are doing on the pitch here. Totally having the best of the best against the Ajax Queens here. And they're playing with a lot of ease. Will the flag go up for the offside? It's a little bit heavy. I think Chomugisha saw the flag go up and feared to run for that ball. Once a top scorer, now a goalkeeper. 4 goals to her name there, Benedette. But had to come to the rescue of the team after Nakayondo Pamela picked up a head injury. Good play from Nantonga a while ago. Najuko Justin trying to get the better of Nachanzi here. And she does well, Najuko. Flag is up. Chomugisha's offside. Well, it takes a lot to have a good side like the Maroons. If you're to look at the way the clubs are run and managed, I think a lot of money is actually injected into the Maroons team, more than the Ajax Queens there. Maroons belonging to the prison services, reminding you that all these footballers are actually the payroll over the Uganda prisons. And of course, the big doctor over there doing a very good job to make sure that all goes through perfectly for these ladies. That is a funded Dr. Johnson Yabashaija. Now Chomugisha loses possession. But also the sports department of the prisons doing their work too. Jambo Paul, Bamwange Pius, Okiring David, all very busy. Very good scouting system. That's the reason as why the Maroons look very comfortable here and smart. This is Masinde. Masinde again. Try to enter the box, Masinde with a shot through. Good save, and this could be a hat-trick in the making. Oh, what a waste. Whistle goes up for the offside, but could have been a hat-trick there for Namwembe. Well, you have to give kudos to the goalkeeper. Benedette Namwenge, well, who thought should be a good keeper like that, making a beauty of a save, denying Lilian Masinde what could have been a 3rd goal of the competition. But that was a good strike from Masinde. Oh, surely that was a back pass. You don't go straight to the goalkeeper. Totally don't go straight to the goalkeeper. It's a long ball forward. Gliding ball yet again for a corner. Like we normally say with Pinky Fiona here when we commented these games, we always like to thank very much for the to the people rather. We thank the people that invest their money in women football. Not only women football, but of course sports in the country. Sports is an industry that is very difficult to run, very expensive. So if you have individuals injecting money in the club, you have to give them kudos. Corner for the Ajax Queens. Chance here. What can they do? Well, they can't do it. Kiror heads down. Flipping ball forward here and collected calmly. Will be a free kick in a good territory. Maybe it's going to be a substitution coming up here for the Maroons. And a warning has actually gone down to Nagai Joan. And the Shi Maroons will be making that substitution right about now. Masinde Lilian is actually getting out, surprisingly. She's been very outstanding. I think the coach is keeping those legs for the semi-final. They need them. So out goes Masinde. And here comes Nasali.
Reaction now.
Well, Nasali coming in for Masinde. Throw, surprisingly. Martha Nalukuma failing to throw that ball. This is Najunju to throw the ball away. Nagai. Justin Najuko. This is Chomugisha. Trying to open up on the other side to look for Nasali, but just couldn't be gotten. Away by Martha. Nalubega. Looking for that consolation goal, Jacinta Nanjobe here. Nanjobe with a driving ball through, and it's in! Beautiful left hook, Jacinta Nanjobe. Maroons 3, Ajax Queens 1. Boy, we have seen some pretty good goals in this match here. Esther Ajuko, who was very much relaxed in this match, concedes from a beauty like this. Look at this. Boom! Inside. Totally inside. What a competition. Yielded some sweet goals. Yes, she meant to do that. She meant to do that. We've seen very many goalkeepers beaten with such balls. Who's looking to start quickly. Now here comes the Mwenge. Thinks the Ajax Queens can come back in this game. There are very many minutes to play for. Totally many minutes to play for, so you don't just give away. Because about 24 minutes to go. It takes a second to score a goal, so anything can still happen here. Najuka, that is Akujo rather. Looking to open up on Anita.
Tatum. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Test 1 2. Mic check. Test 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test 1 2. Test check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Test.
Trust me, the Ajax Queens have actually upped their game right now. Chomugisha. Kept on play here by Nasali. Najuko. Driving ball forward here. Audio line. It's Anita trying to enter the D, counts it back again. Adongo with the left shot. It's a deflection there. Read very well by the goalkeeper Namwenge. Does not want that to go out the corner. It's a very big ball there from the goalkeeper. And Chansi chasing. Nasali. Chomugisha. Mwembe. Composure at the back there from the Aquia, that is the Maroons. Again, strategy. Joan Nagai. Onside is Nasali. That's Nasali. Trying to shoot. Oh dear. Went for goal.
Second ball.
This is the goal scorer, Jacinta. They're looking for number 2.
You are spotting Omudu where you're passing.
Foul throw. Jacinta. Throw in. Agnes Damirembe looking to get this ball forward now. It's a foul here. But it will be a free kick for the Maroons right now with only 20 minutes on the clock remaining to play for. Chancy chasing, stolen away at the midfield level there by Justin. Repossessed again. Nasali on the chest. Was pushed away there by Juanita Nasali. We are throwing now to the Maroons. 19 minutes on the clock. Well, at the midfield level, that's how we are running up. Driving deep down. Namwembe. Laying that ball through now to Anita Babirie. And Anita taking her time. Anita again. Oh, she's fouled out of the box. She wanted a penalty. I think she was looking for that. Namwembe. Disappointment for Namakula Aliziki. Just reminding you that tomorrow, the 31st of May, there is a return leg over the Uganda Cup. Tomorrow it will be Bull Football Club up against Proline. The game shall be played at the Chawazinga Stadium. So Monday, then on Wednesday it will be Villa Vipers in Bombo. Thursday, Police, Wakiso, KCC Express. Actually, we have a double header on Thursday. 2 matches back to back. Jacinta allows the ball to roll up for throw-in. Maroons will be making another substitution here. And it will be Babirie Anita. She's had a very good game today, Babirie, and she's getting out. She has performed her duties well. Replaced by Akulu Zamzam. Kiro Patricia Lung trying to look for the Chancey Caroline. This is Caroline now on the far side with a good delivery, but straight goes away for a goal kick. The rate at which the Ajax Queens are playing the second half is a little bit scary for the Maroons there. Well, they dominated the first half perfectly well, and the Queens are currently settling in this game. Just reminding you that the new entrant Akulu Zamzam is actually summoned for the Cranes under 20. Nasali. Chamugisha. Nagai. Dongo. Dongo again. Cross as well. Namwembe. Najinju. Akulu. Namwembe using energy. That's a foul. Well, she actually used the hands. Not allowed very much to do that, Namwembe. Top scorer of the competition, 5 goals. She's very lucky that most of her competition will be getting out. And that's a water break. A water break here. So if you look at the top charts of goal scoring, you have Akol Emanuela of Amuria High, who were eliminated today by Wakiso Hills, is out. So it leaves Namwembe, the top scorer right now of the competition. And if it remains like this, she has more 2 games to play. And if she scores in those 2 games, maybe she can walk away with the golden boot for the goal score. But look at this for a goal. That was a beautiful goal from Anita. One sweet goal. Anita, from the distance, she knew what she was doing. She looked up and struck that ball hard, very, very hard. Well, such have actually been a problem for goalkeepers. And that fall is actually among the issues that brought problems for the goalkeeper, Pamela. She fell hard onto the ground. Could have hurt her head. Here we go. There. Could have hurt her head in the process. But also this lady here, Jacinta Nanjobe, also scored a beauty. And I'm very certain we shall be able to see that slightly later. Patricia Akiror will be the one to deliver the free kick here for the Ajax Queens with only 13 minutes remaining to play for. It's free kick for the Queens. It will be Akiror to deliver this ball forward. Akiror switching that ball very much long. Throw in. Aliziki, it's a bouncing ball here, could be costly, but Akujo goes back to collect that. The coach won't be very happy about that. Kujawe. And they are fighting for another. Kulu. Lydia. Stolen away. Justin. Ball just glides away for a throw-in. Here for the Maroons, 11 minutes to qualify for the semi-finals. Maroons. Najuko began very quickly. Chomugisha. Najuko. Chomugisha. Dropping that ball deep down. Now here comes Namwembe. Oh, she tries to keep that ball on play. Does very well. Keeps the ball on play. Namwembe. It's a marker. And again, cross as well. Adongo. Left it away to Chomugisha. With a shot, it's dropping over the bar. Good press there from the Maroons. Still showing us that they can still have a few that they can give us here. Adongo to Chomugisha. Lydia. Header deep down from Chomugisha. This is Nasali. Crosses first time and delivered very well there by Nasali Joanita. There'll be a substitution now for the Queens. And Martha is coming out. And then Kuma Martha. Nachansi Faith is the player that actually came through. Lydia. Ball goes away for a goal kick. So basically, if you look at the Queens, they've made 3 substitutions. Actually, not 3, 2. And Kuma Martha together with Namirembe, the ones that have actually gotten out, replaced by Jacinta, who scored that goal. Of course, Kuma replaced by Nachansi Faith. So just about roughly about 8 minutes remaining to play for, and there's another foul throw here. Lydia. Throw again for Maroons. Chamugisha. Away by Akiror. Jinju away, collected perfectly here by Namwembe. Oh, that's a good one from Najunju. Juelia. Adongo. Oops! Well, it almost landed somewhere. Najuko Justin venturing forward here, slowly by slowly. The pressure's on, and collected by Chomugisha. Chomugisha doing very well, keeps the ball on play to Najuko. One pass away to Nasali. Nasali again. Nasali beating her markers, perfect. Nasali. Well, too much, too many for the young Nasali. Goes away for a throw-in. Nakayonjo. Six minutes to play for. Don't think we shall be having any serious added time here, because the goalkeeper that picked up an injury picked up that before the game began prior. So I don't think if we shall have more or a lot of time added. Oh, that's cute play. Nagai Joan. Then goal away, bouncing through. Nachansi. Dongo. Nagai. Dongo. Namwembe. Ooh, the cross looking for Kulu. And brushed away. Well, I hope she's not picked up an injury, Akulu, Zamzam. But again, the combination has not gelled well there between Akulu and Namwembe. given away very cheaply by Nagai. Repossessed here by the Maroons, playing with a lot of ease. Play from Akulu. Jinju Akulu stolen away but repossessed here. Jinju Lydia. Babidie. Akulu playing very hard and shall be a free kick. Kulu brings that ball slightly behind to Lydia. Lydia doing well. And the pressures from Nalubega Margaret, who actually accepts, and she's beaten down flat. Will be a throwing out to the Maroons. Getting from the whistle, I think we shall be having a substitution. Let's confirm that sub. And it will be Nangozi Morin coming out. And Nalukwago shall be coming in. I don't know. Long from Namwenge, headed deep down. Pass there for Maliziki. Jacinta loses the pass. And Nasali trying to fight that ball through, but nothing coming out. This is Jacinta, the goal scorer. Change of wing to nobody in particular. We know there's a chest from Nachanzi, but Esther Kujo. Kujo having this ball. Kujoe. Nalikwago loses possession. Jacqueline Asali now for the Maroons, looking for Kulu Zamzam, but ball just goes away for a throw. Nagai, Namwenge. Namwenge again. That's a super run from Namwenge. What can she do? She crosses the chance here. Back again to Chomugisha. Fails to utilize here. Could have been 4, but they failed to utilize here. Nasali. Ball brought back again to Nasali. Oh, she's locking the ball on. Stolen away by Nachanzi. Nalukwago. Possessed by Chomugisha. Well, decides to sit on the ground, but picks up a free kick there, Chomugisha. I don't know. Lydia. 2 minutes have been added in here, just 2. Namwenge. Lydia. Oh, that's good skills there. And Lydia again, holding and holding. The pressure's up. Lydia still keeps the ball on play, and she gets a corner. Well, Lydia trying to become very clever, making me also move my feet here. Almost kicking the table around. Najinju Lydia will be the one to deliver this corner for the Maroons. Long ball inside. It's bouncing around, goes as far as Nasali. Nasali can't keep the ball, it's Jacinta. Away it's stolen. Chomugisha. One pass back, collected firmly. Najunju. That looks like a dongo on the far side. Namwembe. Najunju. It's called game management right now. They're running down the clock. Just managing their game here. That's what they are doing. Stretching the Queens away. That's very good running. Ooh, look at that again. Could they go for a third? It's a slipping ball through Akulu. Chamugisha. Again Chamugisha. And forced away. Here now to Najunju. Throw in here for Maroons. Lydia. But for the handball which has been awarded. It was Agnes Namirembe who did handle that ball. So this will be the final kick of the game because the added 2 have been reached. Well, they'll be very happy to qualify. And there you go. The center referee does blow the whistle to bring this quarterfinal game to an end. It all ended in the first half as the Maroons were so strong. For the Queens, Masinde played perfectly well, but it was Namwembe Millicent who scored twice and Anita Babire who scored the other in the first 45. Although Jacinta Nanjobe, the substitute, tried to bring one back there. For the Queens, it wasn't enough, even though they tried very much to come back. But that wasn't enough to bring the Queens back in this game. All in all, we have to admit, the final team to qualify for the semi-final is the Maroons. So it's basically done and dusted. If you have Nyamugu, that is Bunyaruguru in there, you have, of course, the Makere Hills, sorry, the Mukono, oh my goodness. You have the Wakiso Hills in there. Yes, it's basically Bunyaruguru, Wakiso Hills in there. Then currently you have the Shimaroons also in the semi-finals. Trust me, it's going to be a wonderful semi-final. We just can't wait to see what transpires as the others come through. Not forgetting that school Renez is the 4th team to make the semi-finals. So all that and more will be discussed by John Ban Setemu and Coach Majida. But this game here at the FUFA Technical Center ends Shimaroons 3, Ajax Queens 1.
Mean to be closer together. It's taking the last bus home for a surprise visit. Closer together is strangers finding a connection. It's bringing home something much more than a box. It's the warmth of home, or the beginning of something new. There's magic in sharing the things that we learn, because it's those things that bring us close together.
It's no secret that ICT makes learning easy.
The strides made in our field couldn't be possible without it.
And now we can watch our favorite show.
Ah, my radio is my best friend.
UCC provides an enabling regulatory environment and policy guidance for healthy competition. We also facilitate ease of doing business in the communications sector through licensing, standardization, spectrum management, tariff regulation, rural communication development, and consumer empowerment. An informed consumer is an empowered consumer. UCC supports local content and innovations. Driving the development of a robust communication sector in Uganda is Uganda Communications.
And yeah, it's official. The draw for the semi-final at the FUFA Women Elite League has been known. Renez will play Bunyaruguru, Wakiso will play Maroons. Good afternoon. Welcome back from the game of football down at the Fatekin Center in Njeru, where Maroons has beaten up on AJAX Queens 3-1, but still managed to qualify to the semi-finals after putting on a splendid show in the first half. I'm joined by the coach herself, Majida Nantanda. Majida, please summarize the second half and how the football has run for you.
Exactly. Very good, entertaining game. This is what now we talk about coaches teaching football. Maroons, they taught their players. They taught their players the game, and they have managed to play for us a very good attacking game. Then AJAX Queens as well also played well, and they defensively managed to close the gap so that Maroons could not play the game that they were supposed to be playing. So we've seen very good attacking game, and this is where we say if coaches teach players how to play, being that football is practical, players will understand and they'll play the kind of game that is entertaining and showing people that football can be played, football can be taught.
And I'm sure that Ugandans, you've listened to the coach, and if you've been anywhere where you learn education, she is here for you. She's teaching you football. She's a CAF A, and when she speaks, none of us can doubt. Coach, what are your final remarks before we let normal programming at UBC continue?
Exactly. After watching this entertaining game where the coaches have applied the two principles of play, that is defensive and attacking kind of play, I'd like to commend all the coaches out there to come and start enrolling into these coaching courses. And we have a coaching course for Uganda Football Coaches Association next month from 21st to 27th for CAF D coaches. You just have to have a beginner's course, and then you can be part of this course.
Yeah, the coach has sealed it for us, but football continues on UBC tomorrow. It's the Uganda Cup. Stanbic Uganda Cup continues. Because Proline is away to bowl, they'll trail 2-0, and hopefully they can get back. If you need all that, keep it UBC. See you again tomorrow when the football returns. We promised, and we shall deliver. From me, John Barnes, Sentamo, the rest of the team in Kampala, it's goodbye for now. Quite nice weekend.
We've cut and reduced our MTN Momo withdrawal rates. Now you can withdraw mobile money at the lowest rates. You also get MTN Central Points when you deposit, send, and withdraw MTN mobile money. Visit our Momo agents countrywide and withdraw mobile money at our reduced rates. From 1st